Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Ready to keep it shrimpful?
Always
Well,
ready to keep it simple.
yeah, we'll see. Welcome, everyone, to Caves of Cud, our new game. Yes. Special guest identified. Sorry.
Which
Yeah.
one of us is the special guest?
Well, the one who hasn't been on the stream since the last time that I didn't stream with you. But was on all the other streams at the time. So Darcy's here, and
I'm Terry.
Mary is also here. You may remember from many other streams that I've done.
Yeah, the clarifying sentence did not clarify anything for me. It still could have been either of us.
Well, Darcy and I have this is the only streams that I've been doing for, I don't know, a while.
Since May 4th.
Do you have that, did you look that up?
I just scrolled through your streams.
Okay.
Channel.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, when was the last non-Make Aquarium or Vertigo post?
Okay.
And it was Death Stranding.
Okay. Yeah. So not quite a year. Yeah. So Mary's back for Caves of Cud.
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year edition. I did see there's DLC on Steam for this, which is
Good.
very funny. Pet DLC.
Yes, no, they have like a bunch of kind of stuff that they created for their Patreon supporters during the development of the game. And so like they released them as a package DLC for people who would like to, you know, access the content post-release. They're fun. Like the writers in particular have done a lot of writing for those pets, and in general, they're kind of like weird, unique objects. They're good.
Cool. As you might figure out, I think Mary's quite knowledgeable about this game.
I have played it once or twice.
That's right. Not extensively. Just a bit.
I have played this game 0.
Oh, okay. Okay, Darcy. How much or how little information should I provide while you and Seawolf struggle through the initial play process?
Let's start off with minimal information and then revise that if necessary.
What music is that on the stream? Okay, well, I was gonna ask that, and I knew I was forgetting. I had forgot something I was gonna say. Thank you, Sarah. Let me turn that down. Let's try that, and let me know how that is compared to them. Also, let me know how I am compared to them. I assume it's fine because it's at the same level as it's been for, or let me know if like you think Mary needs to be turned up versus Darcy, or vice versa.
I turn everything else down and turn me up.
Yeah, throw me.
I can turn Mary up a little bit.
Mary's so quiet. I had to turn Mary up.
See, I normally have like everyone in the Discord, in my Discord, turned down a little bit, because except for Sinoso, because I have Sinoso at 200%, and he's still quieter than everyone else. And so I have just had to resort to like moving everyone down to like 80%.
just like
Why is
slowly
Sonoso so
crank
quiet?
volume.
I don't know. I mean, it's just his mic. Like, I don't know. Like, it sounds fine, like quality, like it's not worse. It's just really quiet. I don't know what it is.
It's so funny. 'cause
Like
this is
old
the
friends at the
exact same
table episodes
experience
where
I
Jack is inaudible 80% of the time.
I don't know if I have you turned down, Sierra, because you're not in. It's only when like people come into the big group. So I might not have you turned down. I might. I don't, you've been in there a couple of times, but I don't remember. Um. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You're busy sleeping. That's important. All right. Should we hit new game? Like.
No, what you're going to want to do here is go to options.
Oh yeah, I did click on this, and then I immediately went. Well, other than this stuff at the top is fine. I understand this, and then obviously going down, you're like, I don't fucking know.
So
Great
I
news.
assume you are not going to want to play on permadeath mode. So.
Okay, yeah.
One of the things I would recommend is click the show advanced options at the top.
I've just seen
assuming
the
that's
option
not
that says
in the
automatically
options.
drink fresh water when thirsty.
Yeah.
And I need to have that option enabled in my real life. I have that setting turned off.
So scroll down a bit to the debug settings.
Oh my god, the advanced settings are a lot.
Oh my god!
So,
enable save and load. Wait,
yes.
is this is it not just like a thing when you start the game it asks you?
So like the thing is, we'll get to that when we go to character creation. But like save and load is not a default feature of the game.
See, this is why I wanted us to play this on stream rather than me playing it by myself. Because I was like, I'm never gonna play this game on my own.
The way that people talk is like, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, there's permadeath mode because it is, sort of has its origins in obviously roguelikes of sorts. I mean, it's ASCII. We're gonna see that, and that sort of modal, or not, but non-modal, whatever it's called, the tile movement and stuff, and all that stuff. But people are often like, yeah, don't play it in permadeath mode, because it has a big plot and you can, like go through it and stuff, and that's treated very straightforwardly, right? Like, yeah, you don't have to do that. So I never would have thought, oh, you got to go into options and then click show advanced options and then go to fucking debug. What?
Yes. No. That is the thing. Like I said, we'll get to it when we get to character creation. Save and load is something different than disabling permadeath.
Okay, that's also weird. But I guess I can see how that could be. Yeah.
The non-permadeath modes that people bring up are ones that have a checkpointing system. So, like, when you, for example, leave a town,
you gotta sleep in a bed to save.
Sure.
Yeah. I've played, Far Cry 2, Fallout 4 Survival, a billion other games with this system. Okay, that makes. I mean, I understand.
Okay.
So, I don't think you need to turn anything else on right now. At some point, you will eventually come back into the options.
It seems weird because, there obviously is a save and load system. Because, I mean, even outside of this, but because you can quit the game and come back in and continue. Okay, interesting choices already. Minecraft. Yeah, Sierra. That's a yes.
What this is a manual save and load system.
No, I understand. I just given that the difference between a manual save and load system versus a checkpoint system, assuming that you aren't doing some sort of like resetting of the world through the checkpoints, such that they are fundamentally different things, is just UI, right? It's just interesting to bury it in the advanced debug settings rather than just having it be like an option, you know.
So part of the reason why it is set off on its own thing is because one, having a save and load lets you just re-roll stuff that is PRN, like that's not PRNG. And there are things like that.
No, yeah, I get it. It changed. I didn't mean in terms of game design. Obviously, yes, it fundamentally changes how you interact with the game. That I get. That wasn't what I was trying to say. I just meant mechanic, like in terms of implementation. It becomes a UI difference. Of course, yes. It is. You fundamentally play a checkpointed game differently than a game where you can quick save at any point. That's wildly different. Which is why I think I go to thinking of games which do allow you to swap or do both things. Which in recent years, the one I've spent the most time with probably is the Fallout 4 survival mode, which has that, versus regular Fallout 4, which you can quick save like any other Bethesda game. And it obviously changes how you play that game enormously. Anyway.
The only other thing I might do is go up to auto get. And I would check auto get books, auto get from adjacent cells, and don't auto get liquid from containers you've dropped.
Okay.
Alright, that's it.
Sierra suggests primitive ammo.
Sure, like that's essentially primitive ammo is pretty rare at this point, so.
Okay. Primitive ammo is not stones for a sling. That's what I would think of as primitive ammo.
Yeah, I don't think slings exist as a weapon type in this.
My gosh, no slings. We're already abandoning the classic D&D weapons table. Shesar says that's an outrageous fortune. Thank you. Okay. Darcy, are you? Did we lose you?
Laundry.
Oh, you're doing laundry. Gotcha. Your machine is finally finished.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The machine that told you 10 minutes, then 4 minutes, then 2 minutes in roughly 10-minute increments.
Yeah, we were on 2 minutes for a good 5 minutes.
It's exponential time or something.
When we were about to start, you asked if we were about to start, and I agreed, and then fully 10 seconds later, almost just walked off to get the laundry out of my machine because I forgot. I was about to say hello. I nearly left in between you asking if we were ready to start and us actually starting. It's amazing that I didn't get diagnosed with ADHD until I was in my 20s.
I mean, I feel the same way. Although I don't know that I would have done that, but Christ. Okay, are we ready to start a new game now? I guess.
Yes, my laundry's hung up.
All right.
So, do you want to do roleplay or wonder mode? Roleplay is just the default game, but it's the not permadeath mode, and wonder mode is by default most creatures are going to be neutral, You don't level up from fighting things, and you get instead your primary source of EXP is from like finding new locations, doing like social actions with people you meet in the world.
I mean, that's interesting, but I was like, I feel like we should just play the most normal version of the game, probably.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah. So go ahead and select roleplay mode then. Right.
Oh boy.
New. Yeah, we're not going to do a preset here, so go ahead and select new.
I'm so glad that Mary's here.
Do you want to have cybernetics or do you want to have mutations?
I don't know.
Come on, you can't just ask us if we want to have cybernetics or mutations.
No, look, I am asking on a purely aesthetic level here. We're not getting into
May rebuke robots is a fun bullet point.
Okay, let's be a true
But hang on, because I've just seen in the chat, Mary, don't torture them, just have them play mutants.
Truekin is not torturous. The cybernetics system is very cool.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay.
Look, you can be
way more fiddly. Do we want the fiddly one?
I don't know. Probably. Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah, aesthetically, I would rather be a cyborg than a mutant.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't.
Right,
a Truekin does, make me raise some eyebrows, but.
Oh, absolutely. You are not free of sin if you are playing a Truekin.
Great. Oh boy. Okay.
So where do you want to be from? Do you want to be from the toxic arboreta of Ukemi, the holy city, the ice-sheathed arcology of Ibul, or the crustal mortars of Yawning Moon?
Mortars? How are you? What does it mean to be a place to be called the Mortars?
That's a good place. Good question.
Human godchild. It's not, dude. Oh, these are all children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to play a child.
Does it mean literally child, or does it just mean metaphorically child? This is gay.
The arcology of Ibul seems to be, I don't know, the fucking Byzantines. That doesn't sound good. They've got consuls, praetorians, and eunuchs. But then these guys... Well, this is the horticulturist.
Horticulturalist? I like horticulturalist. That sounds nice.
Yeah?
Cooking and gathering, harvestry, wilderness law.
Wilderness.
I like not bleeding.
I thought you said wilderness law. So there's like some of it that's shared between all of them. Heat resistance, cold resistance, and then the saves versus bleeding. That's interesting.
That is dependent on the location you are from.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Which, I mean, obviously this is... Well, this one's ice sheathed. This one, we can tell is fire because it's red. And then this one we can tell, well, it's arboreta and also green. So...
And toxic.
Trillist.
Well, yeah, but in terms of the
No, I was saying that's the one I want to pick.
Horticulturist.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think cooking is going to be crucial.
Okay.
So I will say, for any of the skills, you will have the option to pick them up later in the game. This is just determining what skill you specifically start with. So yeah, I would recommend.
I don't like TOU as an abbreviation for toughness.
Oh.
Would you prefer TGH or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think it should be
first 3 letters.
I think it should be OUG.
I know, I see that, but OUG. Oh, OUG. Yeah, I do think these should generally be something pronounceable. I think that helps. Which, I mean, STR is not, but it's also easy enough to say strength, I guess. Okay, so sorry.
Oh, carry capacity sounds good.
We have points to spend among the
How many points
classic
remaining? 38.
6 attributes, which do seem to just mostly.
Hang on, can you go through them a little bit more slowly so we can see what each of them does?
Yes,
Strength
sorry.
Is how effectively you penetrate your opponent's armor with melee attacks, how much damage your melee attacks do, your ability to resist forced movement, and your carry capacity.
Okay.
Aggie.
Important.
Accuracy with melee and ranged weapons, and ability to dodge attacks.
Also seems important.
2.
I'm going to say that about everything, probably. Ideally.
Number of hit points, natural healing rate, ability to resist poison and disease.
We don't need hit points.
Int, number of skill points, and ability to examine artifact.
Okay, so we need int.
Will. Cooldowns of activated abilities, ability to resist mental attacks, modifies your natural healing rate. Ego determines the potency of your ability to haggle with merchants and your ability to dominate the wills of other living creatures.
Yeah, it's a charisma score.
So, I think one of the big questions is, do you want to do a character primarily focused on ranged attacks or melee attacks?
Ranged.
Okay. Then, you can probably get away with, like, whatever, 14, 16 strength, and pump up like your agility, toughness, and intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
If you are like doing a more melee focused build, you really will need more strength than that because strength has a significant part in your penetration values. So.
Okay. Question. Well, 2 questions. Do we get to keep raising these outside of special, like, regularly? Obviously, there's going to be special circumstances, but okay.
Yes,
so that's
you can.
Semi-regular thing. Is intelligence retroactive for skill points?
I believe that is the case, if I remember correctly.
Okay, good. Just, it's always important to identify when there's non-retroactive stuff.
How much
like
do we want to spec into intelligence right at the start?
Yeah. Like, you don't want the oblivion problem of endurance determines your HP, but not retroactively, and so you need to just get as much endurance as possible early because it affects all future level ups.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Fucking nightmare.
Don't know how you make that design decision, but sometimes people do. Okay, great.
So I think let's boost strength up to 16.
Okay. These are all still 1. Does it ever increase? It does. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I was like, no, we just went over this. Yes, it can't be increased.
The cost.
Yeah, the cost. I was like, I assume it says 1 point down here that it will change if we go high enough.
No. So, I would boost your toughness to at least 18.
Okay.
And then, like, from here, I would say you're free to distribute your points as you please.
Let's see.
I think up to at least 16, so we've not got negative modifiers on anything.
Wait, what? Oh! Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's okay. Yeah, I gotta get this scale. Yeah, this is a different scale.
Okay, so we've got 11 points remaining.
So, because you have an odd number of points, because your intelligence was 15 by default due to your cast having plus 3,
Horticulturalists.
I would bump it to at least, 19, since, yeah, just gonna be an odd point out.
Yeah.
We
can always put another point into it later.
Yep. And honestly, I'd say you could probably slap the last 2 points into agility. And that will,
Great.
Finish you up.
All right.
Yes. So now you have the option of choosing a starting cybernetic. So do you want to use pistols or rifles?
Well, I assume rifles are longer range.
No. Essentially, everything is the range of the screen. It's just how accurate they are at range.
Oh, well, okay. Yes.
Look, that is an important difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it. I mean,
so a pistol's more accurate at closer range.
Yes, a pistol is more accurate at close range. And what was your question, Seawolf?
Ammunition.
In the early game, it might be a problem, but honestly, it is pretty easy to reach a point where ammo is not an issue.
Okay.
So if you look at stabilizer arm locks and rapid release finger flexors,
what these fucking rapid release finger flexors?
Those are also considered rifles.
Okay, they're two-handed ranged weapons.
Yeah, it is essentially two-handed.
Ironically charged tissue sheaths transmit you the will faster than one cell biology as a cheat. Great.
One implant, right?
Yeah, you get to choose one of these at the start. You'll find more as the game goes on. I would definitely recommend either the stabilizer arm locks or the rapid release finger flexors since you're doing a range build, but feel free to look at the rest of these to get an idea of what options are available to you.
In the just punch good.
I have a character that is just built around having metal hand bones. That's very good at punching.
What two-handed has a truly delightful asterisk?
Yes, but
of determining your accuracy with ranged attacks, your agility is treated as if it was 6 points higher. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, just do we want to use pistols? Because this obviously be the pistols, and then otherwise this one, I assume.
Yeah.
But that one seems like it would also apply to pistols, would it not?
Yeah, it would. Yes.
It's just like the
fire rate's gonna probably be more relevant.
Yeah, it's really just a matter of like
But yeah, we
action
could do this
economy
and
is
just
so
see.
king in these sorts of games that rapid release finger flexors, if you want to use pistols, is what you would want to take. But here's the thing. What Darcy is saying in terms of like the stabilizer arm locks is going to benefit either one, and you don't have to be locked into an idea of using X weapon at the very start. So
yeah, I think that makes sense.
I think it's yeah.
Open.
Yeah, let's go stabilizer arm locks.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Horticulturalist, Truekin, humanoid, stabilizer arm locks. 22 agility. Great.
And now name your character.
James.
Can't believe you ignored Darcy's suggestion.
So rude.
And I would suggest just starting in Joppa. Any of these is perfectly viable.
Recommended for new players.
That's us!
Oh yeah, monkey grip.
Link thoughts.
You embark for the caves of Cud.
Great.
Yeah. I have gazed into the 109 eyes of Shugruith the Burrower, said Barathrum the Old.
On the 22nd, on the 22nd of Uru-Ux, you arrive at the oasis hamlet of Joppa, along the far rim of Mograyi, the Great Salt Desert. All around you, moisture farmers tend to groves of viridian water vine. There are huts wrought from rock salt and brine stalk. On the horizon, Cud's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribboned sky.
All right.
Yeah.
What?
So.
What?
What of your artifacts? Make an offering of them to Shekinah at the Sacred Well. That's what the Watervine farmer and Mechamist convert yelled.
Mechanimist.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So, if you press L, you have the ability to look around at your surroundings. You can, if you prefer playing with the mouse, I believe you can also just right-click on a tile. So, it will by default lock on to nearby interesting tiles, like ones that have characters. So, are you planning on playing this primarily with mouse or with keyboard, Seawolf?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have a numpad?
Do I have a numpad? Yes. Oh, I guess there are. Yeah, you can get the little tiny keyboards. No, I have a numpad.
I'm on a laptop, so I don't.
Yeah. Some people don't have a numpad. It's legit.
Yes, Seawolf. Some people don't have numpads.
I realized after I said it. I understand.
I guess some tiny little keyboards don't have numpads.
Look, I'm not a custom keyboard person at all. I just have a regular keyboard with my regular computer.
So press 9 for me on your numpad. That will target the nearest nearby interesting target that is northeast of where you were looking. So this is one of the local NPCs. They are a what I'm just going to colloquially refer to as a legendary creature, because they have a generated history there beneath their descriptive text. So they are loved by the villagers of Joppa, hated by the Buddhist Templar for worshipping a highly entropic being, admired by the seekers of the sightless way for explaining the meanings of the canticles of chromatic, and disliked by the villagers of Akarsh for worshipping a highly entropic being. So,
chromatic.
Yes, Cantimore. That's... You will probably find the book, the Canticles Chromaic, at some point, and you will have the ability to read it. So yeah, if you
We'd have to
like
talk to this
actually,
guy for the meeting, though. He needs to explain it to us.
you should definitely talk to him. If you press 6 to go the nearest target to the right, that is interesting. Generally speaking, characters who are just white, like have a predominantly white palette like this, are kind of denoted as characters that are not notable / important. So like you can still like go up and talk to them, but it's unlikely they'll have quests. You won't be able to perform the water ritual with them, and like they won't have
perform the water ritual. What's
generated
the point?
history. Yeah. So go ahead and hit escape to exit out of look, and walk up to Mehmet. Okay, I do definitely recommend getting used to moving diagonally too, not just cardinally.
Well, that's harder on a keyboard.
You use the numpad.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yes, rather than the arrow keys. So the spacebar button will be a kind of default interact key that will look at your tile and the 8 adjacent tiles for interesting things you can interact with. In the case of being near Mehmet, it will be you try to talk to them. So go ahead and talk to him.
Okay. Watervine farm in the lap of the marsh. You sucked the moisture out of vine wafer. Vine wafer? We tend the plants here.
Right, the
Okay.
vine wafer.
We're probably in search of work.
Yeah.
He's in search of work.
You're a water hand. You're always in search of work.
Something
is eating our water vine. Go on.
Somebody eating the water vine. Round Beetle Moon.
Beetle Moon.
The Q rune. Q. Croon. I don't know. Says he saw a creature spider-like slinking in the brine. But no cave spider would dare get so near Warden's stomps. Tasted a bit of red fleck in the pool. Shale, like we find in the soil by Red Rock. Hike to Red Rock. It's about 2 parasangs north of Joppa.
We'll get into what a parasang is shortly.
I'm sure.
Nah, fuck off, Mehmet.
You're going to want to accept the quest. What's eating the water vine? So, if you talk to them again, if you like...
To ritual.
Yes. You have the ability, like I said, to do the water ritual with any legendary creature. People who like that creature will... your reputation with them will go up, and people who dislike them, your reputation with them will go down. So, for example, the villagers of Joppa will like you more because you performed the water ritual with Mehmet, and the Buddhist Templar will like you less. So, go ahead and do the water ritual, because you'll just want to see how this works. And then, like, later on, you can make more informed decisions about whether you want to water ritual someone.
Now our reputation is minus
like
40.
Big increase.
Yeah.
Also, we seem to have had a terrible reputation.
You know.
Oh god.
I mean, who needs to be friends with the Pootis Templar?
They sound terrible.
These guys hate us.
Mm-hmm.
But now they hate you slightly less.
Mm-hmm. Great.
And then the post-water ritual screen. You will have some options in terms of like ways you can spend the reputation you have with the faction that the person is part of. So like things like you can request a secret from them and they will relate some sort of information regarding the world to you. And generally you will always have the ability to ask them to join you, which is just recruiting them as a permanent companion. And then sometimes they will have other options like learning a recipe from them, asking them to teach you a bit of tinkering, learning a skill, etc. Like it's going to be different depending on the character and which faction they are part of.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and live and drink to get out of this. And now that you are water bonded with Mehmet, you can go in and do the water ritual again at any point. It won't take another dram of water. It'll just take you back to that screen where they
spend reputation.
Yeah. Additionally, if you find secrets that people are interested in learning, you can trade those secrets for more reputation with the faction they are part of. What secrets people are interested in learning is dependent on who they are. Sometimes you just have to go to them, check to see if they want to learn the secrets, you know. But very frequently it is somehow related to the faction they are part of.
Some lust.
Lust. I'm hearing mixed things about how good an idea it was to be a true kin.
Look, I asked Seawolf if he wanted to be a cyborg or a mutant, and he said
what does
cyborg.
It even say on this screen?
People can just tell based on your character model.
It's just the fucking little tiny sprite?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also,
your
starting reputation.
Oh, on the top left.
And also the fact that you have rebuke robots.
Where? Oh, down at the bottom. Yeah.
We do have rebuke robots.
We gotta figure out how to get control robots.
That is an option later on.
Well, yeah, of course.
He's got vine wafers.
A rebuke necessarily implies the existence of a control. I think.
Wow.
He does not have very much, which is fine.
Alright. Let's...
I would
Movies are fucking scary in this game. I mean, they're scary in real life, too.
Oh.
Although you can mostly just punch them over in real life, I guess.
I would love to see you in punching a robot over.
I'd probably kick it, I guess, but, you know.
So I would, like, go talk to some of the people that, like, don't have the predominantly white portion of their palette. So, like, the guy to your northeast, that's kind of a light blue and green. The person to your north, that's a blue and brown. Or, like, that
You've got to move diagonally, remember?
What?
Where did that... Oh. Where did the guy go? Oh, there he is.
Oh my
god,
this is
Did
gonna...
you hold a modifier key? Or did you just hold the movement button down for the big...
Held the movement
button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you hold it down, it will...
You go very fast.
Yeah.
Do you venture northwise into the great desert and nearer the 6-day stilt? What is the 6-day stilt? The great mechanimist temple of glass, the sacred offering well, and history in stone relief, peopled by the Argent Fathers in statue and light sculpture, encircled by the Grand Bazaar. Here there are more people there than numbers in the void, and their chatter makes a sound wholly raw and new to the world. Will you go there and take my bauble? Will you offer it at the well where I cannot? VI keys. I don't know what that means.
As in Vim?
So VI keys are essentially an arrangement of keys near the center of your keyboard for maneuvering in the 8 cardinal direction, or 8 orthogonal directions. There's no way you're going to know what the Vim keys are unless you've played a roguelike. Or VI keys, rather. Just use the numpad, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't gonna. My neighbor can tire the tail. I was scything the vine in the flat of my blade, transplanting leaves from the soil. My heart has stirred before at the sight of chrome, but to free a small splinter myself, to slide a bead on the abacus of beauty. Why can't you go?
Good, dickhead.
I would be a smoldering heap, cooked to death by the ray of a dawn glider. I would be a slug-riddled corpse by the rifles of Isakachari. There is no kindness in the great desert, and little more in the canyons. I cannot go and live. Oh, well, we'll definitely go then. I mean, you're really selling us.
Look, you're built different.
Moon and sun, friend. My deep and many-sided thanks. Take the trinket now, and if you're ever to return, let us visit again. Live and drink.
Okay.
So, open up your inventory, because you received an odd trinket.
Is there any reason not to just accept quests that we're offered?
Not really. I generally accept every quest I come across.
Odd trinket. Up a bit.
Yeah. Near the top, under the artifacts section.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and hit enter to select it. And select examine. So when you have what I'm just going to call a strange tube, you have the ability to examine it to try and understand what the thing is. So you'll almost anything even remotely technological that you come across, you will not know what it is by default, and you will need to examine it to understand what it is. That is one of the places your intelligence level comes into effect. Your ability to examine a trinket without breaking it is increased.
That's important.
Yeah, so one of the risks of examining them is you might end up breaking them, and then you would need to take it to a tinker to be repaired.
I did that to a Switch controller when I was trying to replace a broken joystick without following instructions very closely once.
Should have taken it to a tinker, clearly.
Should have raised my intelligence score.
So now that you know what it is, you can look at it again if you want some more information about what the object is.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-huh. It's a curling iron.
Yep.
You can use it with the press effect, I believe.
To curl my hair?
Yeah, if you want to.
My hair's curly enough.
So yeah, like the guy mentioned, he is requesting that you just drop that in the well at the 6-day still. Yep. But yeah, there's nothing else immediately important that you do here. But yeah, just looking around, getting an idea for your inventory is reasonable. What cell does your bioscanning bracelet have in it? Okay, good. It's a solar cell. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't wasting a chem cell when you started with a solar cell.
Bows and rifles. Okay.
Great.
And fresh water is obviously important for drinking and doing the water ritual, but it is also it's your money.
I'm glad we start with a folding chair. Just carrying that around.
Pretty sure you can put the folding chair down and then sit in it if you want.
Well,
Nice.
yeah.
Obviously.
I think if I picked up a folding chair in a game, I would assume I hit people with it as opposed to sitting in it.
This isn't a wrestling game. Yeah.
I don't know.
Also
There's
fresh.
counterweighted folding chairs out there.
Is that water on the ground fresh?
No. If you look at it, go ahead and right-click on the water puddle. Yeah, it is salty.
Mm.
Yeah, that is one of the major problems with the world as it exists. Much of the water is salt water. Is why
Weird.
the water vine farmers exist here, because it is one of the few ways of actually gathering fresh water in the world. It's cultivating water vine.
One star-ribboned night, a ray cat crossed the marshy loam and wandered into Joppa. The watervine farmers, wakened by the joyful cries of a small girl, gathered around to revel at the revel at the favorable omen, and extol the generosity of the beetle moon. Since then, Sisyphus has spent his days curled under the shade of brinestalk huts and sauntering over dirt paths. So long as he's approached with care, he welcomes the hands of friends and strangers alike. Phosphorescent. Base demeanor, docile. Physical features, bite, claw, claw.
Classic D&D combo.
Yeah, house cat will kill you. Got an eyeful, huh? What? Is this a centaur?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we might be getting an eyeful, depending on how big it is.
Ugh.
See them baboons, you put one's light out for me. Okay. I killed trouble. Don't be trouble. Every settlement a could keeps a warden. He snuff threats to the peace.
At the beginning of talking to them, you had the option to do the water ritual with them. If you look at them, you can So in the actual dialogue screen, you have the ability to just hit L since, yeah. But, yeah, so this person is actually not hated by anyone. If you do the water ritual with them, you'll just get a bunch of bonus reputation with no downsides. So
that sounds great.
Yeah.
She shakes a storm of rust dander from the tines of her great horns. She blows a halo of freezing air from her rime-veined hands. Okay. Admired by fish.
Shared fresh water with fish.
Fish rep detected. Get that fish rep. Fish rep is so important. Fish rep detected. Go, 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 go. Literally the most important rep.
I love how everyone immediately is like, holy shit, fish rep, fish rep. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Gotta get that fish rep. Your reputation with fish increased by 100.
You
swell with the inspiration to name... You know, you don't smell.
What?
It says you swell.
Yeah, well, either of those don't make sense to me.
You swell with the inspiration to name your gas mask. Do you wish to?
Why does swell not make sense?
I mean, you can swell with inspiration.
Yeah.
That I get. Why are we naming our gas mask?
Why not?
Because you were inspired to do so.
Okay.
Name it based on its qualities.
Sure. Sure.
The Frosty Veil of Joppa.
The text that alternates the colors, like at the bottom. Very hard for me.
Unfortunately, you're going to come across a lot of.
Yeah, I already seen it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that nice sort of cyan color goes well with the name.
What's the cyan color? I don't.
The one.
Like,
the one that says
label
cyan next to it in brackets.
I didn't see labels. I was just looking at the colors.
I don't believe in labels.
See label.
I don't think that's cyan. That's not what I would call. Okay, whatever. Again.
Well, it's not what I would call cyan either, but it said cyan next to it, and saying the word that was next to it seemed like an easier way than trying to describe the color.
This is like those things where they print the names of colors in different colors, and you have to like try and say the word and not
say the word green when it's printed red or whatever. Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Great. Now we've got the Frosty Veil of Joppa. Fish rep.
Great.
Great.
You right?
So.
Can we talk to the cat?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, we've got positive reputation with the villagers of Joppa now.
Yeah, we do. Chat. Can't do the water ritual with the cat.
No. They are not a legendary creature.
They have nothing to I think they're legendary.
So, interact with them again. So, you do have the option to pet the cat, though, which is very important.
We start to glow.
It is a ray cat. So you now
irradiated.
have the active effects phosphorescent.
Okay.
So open up your inventory real quick.
Oh yeah, it says active effects at the bottom.
Yep. Go to attributes and powers. You can press the 7 and 9 on the numpad to just quickly swap between the tabs.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Press E to show your effects.
Oh god.
So phosphorescent just gives you like an inbuilt light generation. like, it won't last forever, but it is just a neat little thing.
Cool.
Okay. Press 0 on your keypad. So, this is the auto explore feature. It will essentially just walk around to every part of the visible place you are in and try to explore the map. And yeah, this is one of the local statues to the Sultanate. It is a shrine to one of the sultans, and it will be engraved with lore about their life.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, yeah. In 3 AR, Reshef cleansed the marshlands of the plagues of the Gyre and taught Abram to sow water vine along its fertile tracks.
Great.
Yeah, that is one of the things it will do when you are auto-exploring, is if there are engraved pieces of furniture or equipment on the ground that you don't know the history of, it will look at them and you will learn the relevant Sultanate history.
Mm-hmm.
To learn relevant Sultanate history.
Yeah, who doesn't? Obviously, in addition to just exploring the area, in 99 BR, Reshef appointed Rebecca administrator of Mabo. She tended alms for the sick in his name.
It's a long time between those two events.
Yep. Yeah. So now you have fully explored this particular map. If you're paying attention, there were a few people that like had the distinctions of being like non-generic characters, and you could go back and talk to them if you want to potentially get new quests, learn stuff, whatever, trade, that sort of stuff. You're really gonna have to learn to move diagonally.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be important.
Oh, there's a fish.
Yeah, that's a glowfish.
It's a wet glowfish.
Mm-hmm. Live and drink, aqua friend. Live and drink, aqua queer.
Ah, a ganglionic teleprojector.
Well.
Oh, I didn't notice you there. That's because I was ignoring you.
Okay. Centrifugal extraction to the P density of sun slag. Unexpected deviation from the Claying constant. Must you bother me? What are you, some sort of water freak? Foundrin-eyed pilgrim? Arconaut? Make yourself useful and fetch me a knick-knack from one of the caves, then. I may reward you. Oh, one of the caves of Cud. There are caves everywhere! Scoop the surface of the marsh, or head on east to the rust wells, or wander into the desert for all I care. Well, we are going into the desert.
Great.
Great.
So,
new quest.
Yeah, you have finished the step find a knick-knack. Because you are a Trukin, you are essentially guaranteed to spawn with the sort of knickknacks he's looking for. So you could just talk to him again and turn in the knickknack for some experience.
Knickknack.
Oops. Why does Space not talk to him immediately?
because you have multiple things you can interact with within the orthogonal directions. So you have to choose a direction to interact.
What artifact are we giving him?
You will have the option to choose.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
we could give
I
him
would
the
give
folding
him
chair.
Yeah, I would give him the folding chair.
Give him that guy's guy, Ryan.
You can also do that. Look, the guy doesn't actually care about you throwing the stuff down the well. He just wants you to make a pilgrimage to the 6-day still.
Okay,
I
great.
just think we should be nice to the guy who is nice to us, and not nice to the guy who was rude to us.
Yeah, that's fair.
Me another.
Fetch me another.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have more.
Do you want to give him another one of our knickknacks?
Give him any of the other stuff. It seems like it might actually be useful. Although I have no idea what they do. So.
So the injectors are essentially all consumables.
Yeah.
Love injector. You feel unusually amorous for about half a day, during which time you'll fall in love with the first thing you look at. If you inject someone else, they'll fall in love with you and follow you around for around 3,000 to 3,600 rounds. There's a 1% failure rate for every level higher they are than you. This item is a tonic. Applying one tonic while under the effects of another may produce undesired results. Gulk injector.
Okay.
Yeah. Salve injector is your basic healing potion equivalent. Honestly, I would just give this guy the curling iron.
Wow.
We promised to throw that in a well.
Alright, well, give him one of your grenades then.
Defoliant grenade. Do we need to do a lot of defolianting?
I mean, there are definitely plant enemies.
Yeah. I don't think I need to pick an enemy of plants.
Okay.
Plants are my friends.
Plants are not your friends.
We can
You have
have
not.
a detente.
You have not established plant friendliness levels yet.
We are level 2.
Great.
We gained a bajillion skill points. It's concerning.
You know, the average skill costs like 100 skill points.
Yeah, that's concerning. Number's too big.
Number's too big.
The numbers are big, so that if somebody has negative, like, really terrible intelligence, they're not just completely locked out of skills, because, you know, the difference between 1 and 2 is not as big as the difference between 80 and 100.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can do decimals.
Okay, then you're literally just hiding the fact that you're doing 114 versus 80.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to hide it from me.
Be gone, Seawolf.
Games are an aesthetic experience.
I disagree with you. In this
Wow.
regard, you are just wrong. You are wrong, and your opinion is bad.
I've been wanting another apprentice. So unfortunate about Scruff with the disembowelment and all. To screw the nut on the bolt with an explanation. I'm on the cusp, you see. To screw the nut on the bolt with an explanation. Okay.
This guy's a real
Yeah.
scrap freak.
I'm on the cusp, you see, a grand discovery. The weird wire conduit is near assembled, and once it is, we'll be able to chat with anyone in instant time. From here to the freehold, I'm inventing radio. But before I can finish, I need wire. As much as you can find, at least 200 feet. You should be able to scavenge it from the rust wells. Okay.
Okay. Great. More quests.
Music.
It's because we got a quest.
It's because you leveled up.
No, it's because we got a quest.
Okay.
I was like, that didn't happen last time we got a quest.
Once again, open up your character sheet screen and go to skills and attributes. Go to skills. Yeah, so you got 114 skill points, so that is generally enough to learn a number of the skills. However, obviously, as you can see, a number of these are not 100, some are less, some are more, but also they generally have attribute requirements. So the bows and rifles and potentially the pistol skill are things you're going to want to look at.
Not allowed any of those. Oh, steady hands and draw a bead we already have. That's why there's no cost next to them.
Yep. Yeah. The learned 2 of 9. The ones that are a slightly lighter green are ones you have already learned.
Mm-hmm.
And then the requirements are green if you've met them, and red if you
have.
But we don't have points for any of these, so.
Yep. We could learn butchery.
Yep, you could learn butchery. If you scroll down, the list of skills increases, obviously.
Yeah.
The ones that are not expanded are ones you just haven't. You don't have any of the skills of. You can obviously still expand them by hitting enter on them or whatever.
This law. Whenever you gain a level and 5% of the time you explore a new map, you become inspired for 2 days. While inspired, the next time you cook a meal, by choosing ingredients, you get a choice of 3 dynamically generated effects to apply. You create a recipe for the chosen effect.
This seems cool.
That seems good.
The cooking system in this is generally quite cool. So, for wayfaring, you have 2 skills in here. Make camp and wilderness lore jungles, but you do not have the skill tree. So you don't have the ability to learn any of the individual skills in here, like wilderness lore, flower fields, or what have you, until you learn the wayfaring skill in general.
We already have?
No.
Oh, no, we haven't. You are skilled at wilderness survival.
Yeah, and obviously it will give you some skills. Like, in this case, you will get Mind's Compass for free, because it is 0 skill points. But it is just one of those situations where, certain things will sometimes happen that you will learn specific skills within a skill tree.
Color than this?
Because you have... It's not checking whether you have the skill or not. It's just checking whether you have the skill points and attributes.
But that's a requirement, you're saying?
Yes, but that's just not how it's done.
Okay, it's confusing UI.
I think you'll manage.
We've got the the intelligence. It's checking if you've got the what is it, attributes.
Yeah. It's checking these
points.
listed requirements. It just doesn't list also you need to have learned wayfaring. Which...
Yeah. Acrobatic.
Is DV defense value?
Dodge value.
Dodge value, okay. Same basic idea, but I guess dodge specifically to avoid attacks versus the armor for, like, damage reduction. That...
Yeah, essentially.
I just spotted persuasion.
Mary?
These seem rude.
Well, yeah, that persuasion generally is. Inspiring presence.
These...
Go ahead.
No, come on, Mary.
I was just going to say, proselytize is one of the more notable skills, especially in the persuasion tree. It lets you convince someone to be your traveling companion. And, like, you essentially make a charisma check modified by level against their level. And, like, if it is higher, they will join you. And just whatever, having the ability to recruit an ally on the spot can be really useful. Limit of 1 character in terms of being able to persuade someone.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think that persuasion is normally rude?
I mean, persuasion in games is the skill of manipulating people.
Yeah.
To do what you want. Like, it is.
I thought you were making a statement about persuading people in real life.
No. In real life, generally, I mean, you might be doing that, but you also might just be, you know, like, trying to convince people of things. But you generally, you know, video game characters do not generally have any kind of systemic sense of truth or values, right? It's purely instrumental. And so the only thing you're doing with a speech skill or a persuasion skill or something is getting you a mechanical benefit, generally speaking. Tactics. Interesting tactics. Juke.
Yeah, notably kickback is probably a tactic that you'll eventually want.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
Gadget inspector.
Wallet inspector.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Hello, gadget inspector. Give me your gadgets to inspect.
Like we should be a tinkerer.
Well, you did put a decent number of points in intelligence, so you will have the opportunity. You can, in fact, learn the tinkering skill now if you want. But you will have an opportunity later on in, if you progress the main quest a little bit, to learn the tinkering skill from reputation with a faction.
Okay.
I do like the idea of not getting lost.
What? We don't have anywhere to go, other than the places we have quests to go. But, you know.
Yeah, the main thing we're going to be doing, traveling.
We don't have anywhere to go outside of the places we need to go.
You know, may not end up where you want to go, but I'm sure you'll end up where we need to go.
You need to go.
Thanks, Gandalf.
I think that was Dirk Jelly.
I get lost often enough in real life. I don't need to be lost in video games. I've lived in this house for 3 years, and I've only barely recently learned how to walk home from town.
Customs and folklore.
Cool.
That's good. But we don't have the stuff for it. Yeah, I guess we could learn wayfaring so that we get the compass.
Yeah.
It seems like it will be useful immediately.
Yeah.
Do that. Okay,
all right.
and then we've got 14 left over for
Flower fields. Yeah, I mean, these are all cheap, so they'll probably be useful to get some of them in the future. Okay.
Alright. You all sound so depressed.
I was laughing at Darcy, you're so valid, I never know how to get anywhere.
Let's see, is there anyone else in this town?
Yeah, the top center building.
It took me most of a year to learn how to get to the nearest supermarket without a map, and that you have to go around 2 corners.
But think of all the XP you got being lost, Sierra. This is your dad. Star on the top menu. Oh, up here.
Did you say this is your dad?
Yeah. Your dad.
Oh, okay.
See, Sierra? You ended up where you needed to be.
What is this place, Jopper? This? The Oasis Hamlet. Neath the shelf of the world, a million breaths of salt, the wind heaves over the great salt desert Moguri, and to the east, the rotting jungles of Cud. Here in the crack between the two, water vine can grow, and we grow it. Friend. There. Land slopes up and is toothed in chrome steeples, ageless things. Looming over the old earth tunnels, pillowed in rotting jungle and fungus groves, and broken against the mounts of the north they are in the shadow of the spindle. There are people, friends, communities, and friends to none, too. History is as thick as the high salt sun, friend, and where the past is ground up like Matt's meal, a mix of life sets in. Adventurous ones set off for their own splinter of artifact, to both fates, life and death. Here? Speak to my daughter through the east door for herbs, and sitting Tam in the southeast has all manner of trinket against his chests of drawers. Such spectacle. The statues within, a revelation to the eyes. Chandlers enough to drain your skins dry twixt shallows and beetle moon.
Work? Okay.
What? Try Argive, friend. The tinker. Always looking for trinkets to wire between. Go through his hut of sheet metal to the southeast. So we should check what this guy's reputation is. Yeah. Loved by the villagers of Joppa, admired by the fellowship of
wardens for reprogramming their least favorite robot. Disliked by the cabal of unctuous algal acid for disparaging a famous poet. Hated by the cabal of the unctuous algal fucking hell. Hated by the cabal of the unctuous algal acid for ruining the Festa Levertiara physical features. Stinger.
Important to know. Okay. Crystal longsword.
Should we do water?
Yeah,
water
I mean, we could
guy?
piss off the unctuous cabal of algal something.
Acid.
Acid.
Yeah. Wow, so much rep with the villagers of Joppa. Let's learn to cook apple mats.
Okay.
I think this is going to be important. Great.
I assume we can see recipes known somewhere.
You just put my cooking? It'll be in the journal, surely. Oh, look, yeah. Recipes. Apple mats.
Wafer sheaf, star apple jam. Well, we don't have any star apple jam.
We thirst at half rate. I always thirst at full rate.
I'm not thirsty.
I'm not thirsty. I'm not thirsty. There is a new face. I am Nimmer Rudder, town apothecary. If your feet point to Cud, you'll need some of my wares before you go. I grew up right here in Joppa, daughter of the Elder and all. Spent some years delving, but gave it up after a few near escapes and nearly deadly wounds. I'm better suited to herbalism anyway, and my father worries less.
Will you inherit leadership of Joppa from your father?
Fates forfend. I would hardly like to lead a village and run a shop at the same time. Witchwood for pain, bandages for bleeding, yuckweed and honey for when your guts act up. Cold caps when I can find them. Why not take a look?
Vinewood sap mat. Didn't realize the prices are in dollars. Sunless said, before you leave this room, visit the oven. Which is quite a statement.
It's important.
Gotta visit the oven. Well, good. Let's...
So, I would just eat the fresh apple nuts. But the other things you can do here are essentially anything you can do at a campfire, which you can make with the make camp skill at the bottom. And like preserving fresh food you like gather or butcher is definitely important for reducing the weight of it. Exotic food is generally stuff that has a use for when you just use it directly from your inventory, and while it can still be cooked with and get a different effect, it doesn't want to automatically preserve it like your fresh foods do.
We should preserve our fresh foods.
Yeah, basically anytime you are at a like camp fire or an oven, and there's the option to preserve fresh foods, there's really no reason not to do it.
Oh.
Star apples into 10 servings of star apple jam,
We
2
have
vine
star
wafers
apples.
into 6 servings of vine wafer sheaf.
So now we can make...
Oh, now we can make apple mats.
However, there's already fresh apple nuts here, so you can just eat it.
Let's eat it.
They don't mind?
Nope. It's here to share.
Also, I just need to read this sentence. Yuck wheat and honey, the MVPs of making my legs not turn into rot.
Yep. That's correct.
Good to know. Dromad merchant. It is a pleasure to know this, human friend Kate Wolf. I am Tam.
I am Tam.
Joppa is my home, yes. I walked Mograyi in the caravans of my brethren and the Saltback, but upon meeting Elder Irudad, knew at once to settle down here. You will understand, friend human, if you speak to him. Seems rude to ask him what kind of creature. Oh, okay. I am Dromad, human friend. Some say Salt Strider. Do you know this? My people have walked the salt for thousands of years, meeting every creature that lives and thinks. From Pale Sea to the March of Joppa, and under the hanging hills, our chests are drawn.
Well, he sells ammo.
Guy's got so much stuff. He's got some congealed love.
He's got armor, weird artifacts. He does have congealed love.
Yep. That's what you get if you preserve your love injector. So,
okay.
I think axes are actually your primary weapon. So, if you could afford it, I would actually get the carbide axe.
I'd battle axe?
Yeah, like you might not have enough money without having to sell some of your stuff, which you wouldn't necessarily do right now. But if you were planning on, like, there are times where you will need to engage in melee combat, even if you don't necessarily want to, just because either you're out of ammo or something happens. So having a decent melee weapon is a good idea.
So being advised to buy lead slugs basically every time we see them.
Yes, that is correct. You don't have a weapon that uses lead slugs yet because you only have the short bow, but that is true. You just want to buy lead slugs.
Get them lead slugs.
Honestly, I would buy the lead slugs and the wooden arrows, since you have a bow right now.
How much? Where's our... Okay, there we go.
We've got $92?
Yes.
Well, 92 water.
Well, yes, those are dollars.
Yeah. Which... Yeah, okay. I thought it was gonna... I'm
You
sure
have
I
the...
can... Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. We want to get the steel arrows.
I'd just buy the wooden arrows for now. Like, steel's not significantly better, and ideally you find a gun so you don't have to use a bow for too long.
Okay.
They do sell a musket, which I don't know if that's any good. I would assume not, but I have no idea what's available.
Like, it's fine, but like, you can find one very easily from items enemies drop, and that's a lot of money to spend at the start of the game on an item you can get easily.
Before we say yes, it's gonna cost us 4 drams of fresh water, because I guess it's rounding up.
Yeah, you have to round up.
So, is there anything cheaper?
Sell one of your torches.
Shall we? Oh, I was gonna say, what if we got some star apples or something?
So what?
One of your torches. So you can add one by using the plus, and remove one by using minus, rather than selling the whole stack. And that'll just make it 3 drams.
Yeah, that works. Yes.
Okay.
Great, we did our first shopping. Mm-hmm. Do we want to do a water ritual with this guy?
It was.
They're not a legendary creature, so you can't.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can go to the world map if you want by hitting S or the left caret comma key. I think you have to specifically do shift comma for the left caret though if you want to make use of that one. So yeah, this is just the world map. When you are traveling here, you're going 1 parasang at a time. Each parasang is made up of a 3x3 set of squares. So if you press D, you will go back down to the local map as opposed to the world map. Yeah, you will have the option to either go back to exactly where you were at the current location, or the center of the parasang you are currently in. If you have discovered anything notable in one of the other squares outside of the center, you'll have the option to go directly to it rather than the center. I just go back to your current location for now. There's one thing you want to do, one screen to the north.
There I am.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you not seeing yourself moving?
Correct. I could not locate myself. I've mentioned.
You were next to the dromat that you had just traded.
Well.
So, to the east, there is a statue that you will want to look at.
Right. The shrine depicts a significant event from the life of the ancient Sultan Kudates. In 4519 BR, Kudates plundered all of Ubantum Roost, soldering together the children of roots and fungi. He became known as the Ubantum Scourge. Perfect.
So, this is a statue that will have a piece of Sultanate lore that is guaranteed to spawn that is guaranteed to lead to a historical site. We don't have to worry about that yet, but it is useful to look at that, and it will give you a quest to visit that historical site. There's also a graveyard if you would like to take a look at that.
Age.
Perfect. Wow. Gunned down by a vintner.
Don't go stealing their wine.
Some perch.
Do not, under any circumstances, fuck with the fish.
Succumb to despair after losing a set of chiral rings. Lovely.
So,
have you moved diagonally?
Dark.
Yes, so it is now nighttime, and you do not have a torch equipped. So go to your inventory real quick. So select your torch, and you'll have the option to equip manually. And replace your pestle with it.
Yeah, I don't think we should be wielding a pestle as a weapon.
So it's in your offhand, so it's unlikely to be used as a weapon in most cases, but, you know, don't sweat it too much.
Want to get hit in the head with a pestle?
I hope. God, please don't, Darcy. That'd be bad.
I'm saying I think it's a good weapon.
Oh, that's fair.
That shit's heavy.
Yeah. So yeah, you can now go back to the world map. And if you look, they mentioned that Red Rock is 2 parasangs north of Joppa, where you are right now. You can kind of see it on the map, but if you actually press L to look around, you can move around the world map and it'll tell you what various features are. So where you are right now, Joppa, that's some salt marsh, and that's Red Rock that they sent you towards for what's eating the water vine. Argive asked you to go to the rust wells to the east. Ubatum is the historical site that you just learned about from the Sultanate statue.
Kudzu.
Kudzu is rude.
We know where the stills are.
The 6-day still? They mentioned it was north across the salt flats.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, that's a ways. Rises from the dunes like a petrified kraken corpse. Yeah, that's would be my go-to analogy. Huh.
Well, you know. You haven't witnessed the glory of the 6-day still.
Look, Sierra, some people don't want to go very far at all. You know, I don't know. Okay, well, I guess we're going north. Boop. Okay, and then we...
Yep.
How do we go in?
D?
Right, carrot. Yep. You have finished the step travel to Red Rock of the quest once eating the water vine. You got exp. So it is still nighttime, so your vision will be limited by the range of your light source, the torch in this case. And I definitely recommend using the auto explore feature. One of the things it will do in particular is if it spots a hostile enemy, it will stop.
What was the button?
It's 0 on the numpad.
0.
So that is the stairways down into Red Rock that you are looking for. But you can look around on the surface to see if there's anything else notable here. is a goat. I think the goat is maybe the most notable thing here.
Okay.
Touchable.
And the button you pressed before, D, it will automatically target stairways down and auto move you to that location.
The goat.
Well, I didn't press D to get it, but...
Trade!
Well, what did you press?
Plus on the numpad.
That... Oh, I didn't realize that was an alternate key. I haven't used it for that in particular. Nice. Yeah. I generally have my right hand on the numpad, left hand around ASDF, so... But knowing that plus and minus will take you to the stairs is cool. And yeah, you can press the same key again and it'll take you down the stairs. And yeah, now you are one strata deep in Red Rock. And yeah, the guy has basically asked you, go explore Red Rock to find out what's up.
We see a jilted
Oh no, a jilted lover!
Well...
So it did stop you because it is hostile.
Yeah.
You can look at if you want some more information.
Average.
Siri, mottled with thorns for the reach for the warmth of a body. They hug the air in desperation. It's a plant, and it's not our friend.
Jilted lovers cannot, no. If you get into melee range, it will attack you. So you could just shoot your bow at it. Well, it is blocking a potential way out of here, because it is next to one of the exits of the room.
Find a way around.
Some stairs down.
Yep.
Okay.
If you would like to explore the rest of the level, you will need to go past the Jilted Lover.
I guess.
Because it is stationary, you do have the ability to just shoot it from range.
It's rude.
So,
alright, how do we do combat?
So, if you want to melee it, it's just bump combat, so you move into it. If you want to shoot it, press F and it will select a target automatically if you don't have anything targeted. Otherwise, it'll select the thing you have targeted. So, hit F.
Fire. Yeah, I see it.
Yep. And then enter to confirm. You hit it, do damage, and you automatically reloaded your short bow. So, with your guns, you do need to manually reload. Alright, and good job. You have defeated your first enemy. You did walk into another Jilted Lover, though.
They missed.
Oh, that's okay. You missed.
Sure did.
You missed. You missed. So I will note, when something is in a corner like this, and like, if you don't have a good angle for shooting on it, it will be harder to hit it, because you will be more likely to hit the walls. So you could either engage in melee with this guy, or just move diagonally and walk around him.
You can walk diagonally around a corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some
Sylv hates to walk diagonally.
You can't do that in D&D.
Yeah, well, D&D's a bad game. D&D is not a roguelike.
Well, no, it's not a roguelike. I do think... I think that you can't move diagonally around a corner makes sense to me.
You can move diagonally around corners.
Yeah, the representation of corners as fucking boxy things is impractical. It's intended to evoke
it's a hallway.
Curves. Yeah, it's a fucking curve, my guy.
This is a curve? Why are they... Who's making curved walls down here like this?
Normal cave formations.
Is this a cave?
Yes!
Unclear to me. Okay. I thought somebody built
Did you think someone built hallways that looked like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's gonna be a lot of hallways.
Hallways of cuds!
I refuse to believe there are not gonna be a lot of hallways.
Who's this blue guy?
I don't know. It's water.
Kish. Adds what to cooked meals?
Go through water.
Yep. If it was freshwater, you have it set so that you would automatically collect it, but it's brackish water, so it's not good for drinking.
Water.
Yep.
We got soggy.
When you step through a liquid, you get drenched in it. It's got the Dark Souls goo.
Shoot that guy?
Well, we can try.
You hit it.
For 1 damage.
You hit it. Wooden arrows do 1d2 damage, so it's like, this is not surprising.
Well, then we dealt 6 damage.
Well, yes, that's because you penetrated it multiple times. The way...
Go up, you stupid...
No, you've been... Okay, it did mention you had been grabbed, so you...
Oh.
Alright. So, you'll want to engage in bump combat with it.
Oh my fucking god.
There you go. Good job. So, hit the period button on your numpad. This will
period
dig up, stupid
numpad.
Yeah, the one right next to 0.
I've hit it.
So that waits 100 turns. Because you had taken a bunch of damage, you just sometimes you want to wait after combat to regenerate your health.
Uh-huh.
So I would hit it like 2 more times, and that will probably take you to full. Yeah, good enough. Yeah. You really need to move diagonally. So, well, it's fine. You can engage in range combat with this guy.
Oh no, we got soggy. Oh. Damn, we're nearly at level 3.
Yeah. Moving up in the world. Seawolf likes getting wet.
I meant to hit the other button. I missed. Oh, that's bad.
Time for bump combat.
Bump combat.
Okay.
Oh, an attribute point.
You gained an attribute point.
So, at levels 3 and every 6 levels thereafter, you'll gain 1 attribute point that you can distribute to the skills or the attributes as you
I don't
choose.
like that it puts in my name.
Wet cable? It's better than a salty, slimy, wet Cade Wolf.
I don't know, there's some alliteration there.
Salty, slimy, wet Cade Wolf. Salty, slimy, wet Cade Wolf.
You do more of that. So, every 6 levels after the 3rd level.
Yeah, and then on level 6 and every 6 levels thereafter, you gain 1 attribute point in all of your attributes.
Oh, okay. Cool. Does this still cost? Is this now just 1 for 1?
1 for 1.
Okay.
Shall we
increase int,
do intelligence
probably?
to get it up to a even
it goes
number?
To +3.
Sure.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Cool.
If you go to skills,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you had 14 before. You gained 114 on the level up, and then you gained the extra 8 from leveling up your intelligence. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we want to learn? Seems like we might want to learn about salt dunes because we're gonna go across the salt dunes. Seems like we might want to learn. What were the other skills down the bottom?
Oh, we were talking about tinkering.
We were talking about tinkering.
You could become a gadget inspector.
I think we should. I think we should become a gadget inspector.
Sure.
Teenage Mutant Gadget Inspector.
That doesn't work.
No, not at all.
Tinkering's goo.
Tinkering's goo.
Tinkering's goo. That's what I always say.
Tinkering's goo.
Oh. Got him.
Alright. So you have, I believe, fully explored this level, so...
Do we want to wait and restore our HP a bit?
Sure. We can do the walk back in the meantime.
Remember, you can do the auto walk back by just hitting the key to take you down the stairs. And it will move you diagonally.
Oh, there's that guy again.
Well, you could go punch that guy.
Why?
You did one shot.
Punch that guy.
Okay. Because you want the experience. Do you really hate using diagonal?
It's just not something I'm used to. Let's see, so there's this one is the one to go further down.
Yes.
Okay, I guess we're not fighting that other jilted lover.
No. Apparently not.
Seems like we're not.
The bat.
Wow!
Bat,
trade.
Bat.
Seal wants to leave one plant alive to warn the others.
So can you go through here?
No?
Yes, you can.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
Why were you asking rather than trying?
This is how I learn. I don't learn by doing.
By asking.
That's right. I learned by researching.
That seems like too many hours.
Have we
We
been
green?
poisoned?
No.
No, we're just waiting and wet.
You're green because you're slightly below your full HP.
Oh, not the green. I was wondering why I'm flashing. I guess that's because I'm wet.
Oh, yes, because you are... it's not actually because you're wet, it's because you are swimming right now. You are in deep enough water that you need to swim through it. Or yes, rather wade through it. That reduces your movement speed.
What the fuck did we see?
I don't know. I didn't see it flash, but most likely some kind of plant. It's at the edge of your vision range, would be my guess. Yep, it's a speed-spitting plant.
What did we pick up?
You picked up a weird artifact. You would need to examine it to learn more.
Well, we probably should deal with the centipede first.
Yeah.
Got him. Weird artifact.
Examine, not look.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sleep gas grenade marked 1.
Okay, that's nice. Detonate.
No.
Yeah, you
can
just detonate grenades while holding them, and I have done this before.
Yeah. Sometimes.
8,000 hours in Destiny?
God. Yeah, no, I believe this fully. Those are sparkle tone numbers. So I would really recommend you just go up and punch this thing, because you're shooting around 2 corners. That's going to make it awkward to actually hit. And you have not reached the point where you have infinite ammo.
The hell is that?
That's a cave spider. They will generally try to avoid engaging in combat with you. Their AI is to essentially scurry away from you, but sometimes you meet them in hallways like this where you gotta chase them because you're both going in the same direction. So, the plant you just stepped over, if you do not see a young ivory before you step on it, it will essentially, it's like stepping on a sharp plant that will cause some damage and cause you to bleed.
8,000 divided by 20.
Okay.
That's a year!
Yes. You need to understand, Sparkletone has played a lot of Destiny.
A year! So, I don't think I've spent 8,000 hours on doing my PhD.
God, I would hope not. That would be miserable. You should have spent that time playing Destiny 2 instead of doing your PhD.
It's got slugs.
Yeah, you could buy their one lead slug.
There's only one. Okay, I didn't realize.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother doing that trade because it will cost you a minimum of 1 dram.
Yeah, I was like, there's nothing we can...
Like, you could trade, I don't know, a vine wafer for it, then that would probably even it out. Yep, that is fresh water. If you walk next to it, you will automatically get it.
Ow.
Yep. These spitting plants are rude.
Unbelievable.
Look, bows aren't that accurate. I actually don't remember what the accuracy of the wooden bow is by default. You have driven the cave spider into a corner, so it has attacked you.
Am I back?
Yeah, where you gone?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Hey! I can hear you!
Okay. We could hear you.
Mine?
You were like humming and then asked, am I back?
I couldn't hear you, and I couldn't see anything.
Discord was being homophobic.
Discord's so homophobic. Twitch chat is also being homophobic. It just says connecting to chat. And it also put a thing up saying you need to log into this network before you can use it, which isn't true because I'm on my home internet connection. Who's
This guy's fighting a spider.
Yeah. So, creatures in the game belong to factions, and they will have default, like, opinions on other factions. So, sometimes you'll just come across guys fighting each other.
Oh, we need to eat.
Yes. So there was a campfire to your east.
Yeah.
You can't, well, you can just eat stuff raw out of your inventory, but you should go cook a meal at
We
the
should
campfire.
go make some apple matzos, or whatever they were called.
Yeah. Why not?
So can we move over this now? It's fine.
I think you should be fine. If you want to be sure, you can actually just force attack it. If you hold control and the move direction, you will attack in the direction. Yeah, you can just kill it.
A refresh chat. Okay.
You can cook from a recipe.
A recipe. Great. Cook that. Delicious. So now we're not hungry?
Yep. You are now sated.
I love to be sated.
Who doesn't?
Maybe that guy will have killed the spider or died. He seemed to be losing somehow. Okay, no.
Well, the spider died. It said that the spider died.
Oh, I missed it saying the spider died. Where did it say that the spider died? Oh, the cave spider is dazed. Well, it was dazed there.
Oh, maybe it was dazed.
Yeah, it didn't die.
Maybe I misread dazed as dead.
Probably.
You pass by a puddle of dilute brackish blood.
Okay, where was... I guess we've seen every... well, we hadn't been up there, I guess. But... Oh, we haven't gone over here?
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah. Seed spitting plants are annoying.
Hey, spider.
Huh.
Alright, well, nothing up here. What did we come here for? We had a quest.
Yes, the guy
Find out what's eating the vines.
Oh, right.
So
we have not learned.
I think you have fully explored this level essentially, but before you go, to the north of you, there is an item in the water that you should go grab.
Oh, didn't pick it up when it did the...
Yeah, like there are a lot of items that won't pick up by default. And yeah, you might as well just take the free water skin.
G forget?
Yes, G forget. Alright. And yeah, then just hit the button to go to the nearest downstairs.
Yeet. What's the button for the nearest upstairs? Is it you?
No, it's S, or presumably minus on your keyboard, your numpad. S
for stairs.
S for
it's
conveniently located next to D.
S for sparkle tone.
S for sparkle
tone. Giant centipede.
I don't like this.
Get him. You'll be okay. Alright. So, in general, the 40% warning is a pretty useful point for noting, hey, things are getting a little hairy. In general, if you are, like, keeping an eye on, like, how much damage the enemy is potentially doing in, like, one attack, you can make an estimate on whether you should run away or, like, whether you can probably finish the fight. Generally, I think you are probably pretty safe finishing the fight there. The centipede isn't likely to do more than it did with its crit, which was 5 damage. So, yeah, just don't forget to rest up afterwards.
Oh, I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
We're good at recovering from bleeding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you will most likely make a save against it pretty soon to just notes to stop bleeding. Yep.
We stopped bleeding.
Who's that?
That is a Snapjaw. They are hostile, but they are essentially this game's equivalent of like a kobold.
Equipped. Wet iron, Vine Reaper, wet sandals.
I'm sorry. Something fell off my desk and spooked Laura.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the notable things about Snapjaws is because they are humanoids and they can wear equipment, they are a decent source of like early game stuff. So if you're, you can either, in the top right, there are some options you can turn on to have nearby items show up in its own little box above the message log. I forgot which one it is, but if you hover over the buttons in the top right, it'll tell you what they do. Yeah, that one. So, yeah, they had some sandals and a Vine Reaper. You already have a Steel Vine Reaper on, so that's not going to be an upgrade. And the sandals, I think, are essentially equivalent to the moccasins you already have on. But just worth keeping an eye out for potential equipment upgrades. You could take this stuff if you just want to sell it back in town, but neither of them is going to be worth much. Oh boy, a jilted lover.
No.
The jilted lover has won against the bat, unfortunately.
For do. Oh, so we've got 150 now.
Yeah. We could get suppressive fire. Seems quite good. We can get wounding fire. We can get surefire. Mark target with no accuracy penalty. Accuracy or weapon still matters. No accuracy penalty from just environmental.
For the draw bead.
For surefire.
I don't know if that's based on range or what. Let me actually look that up, because I don't know what specifically causes accuracy penalties. Okay, yes. Guaranteed 0 aim variance. So essentially it removes the cone. You're guaranteed to hit them in the sense that you will fire in the correct location.
Okay.
Useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can still roll a miss.
Right.
But
yeah.
I think suppressive fire is probably the most immediately useful because it stops people from moving.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's get that then.
Now,
Great.
you will just need to remember to make use of your mark target ability, because they need to be marked. And in general, marking your target is a decent idea because it increases your accuracy and such.
Anvil?
Bedroll?
And a torch.
Can we get it?
No. It's a scone on the wall. Or sconce. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you can take a torch out of a sconce. Depends on how
Once.
it's set up.
That's fair.
Goddess.
I did not see any of that shit.
Got him.
Can I go
Sure did.
back in
Ooh,
the
what's that?
portals here? Yeah. It's a small boulder.
Small boulder. Is it the size of a large boulder?
No.
Yes.
Bones.
What was up here? Oh, another camp.
Wet Cade Wolf?
Wet bones. Sap stained trash.
I don't know. Wet bones.
Excuse me?
Don't you know about the wet bones?
Sap. Should we collect some sap?
I wouldn't worry about right now. The answer is eventually you might want some sap, but it's going to be dependent on some stuff that is randomly generated in the game.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Uh-oh.
That's a snapjaw. It's a dead snapjaw. They had a two-handed steel battle axe.
Guess we could take that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use
I'll
it,
sell decently.
probably.
Yeah, since you need the torch right now, you don't have a different way of generating light, you're probably not going to be able to make use of that. But we'll still sell.
There we go.
Get.
You can also just walk on top of the tile and press G, and it will let you pick up any items in the location. Oh, what are all those corpses?
Oh, right, I can move category.
Snapjaw corpse, giant centipede corpse. There's a hand axe.
Corpse, giant centipede
Corpse, bat,
corpse,
snapjaw.
corpse.
Yeah.
There was a bat centipede snapjaw fight.
Apparently. I wonder who won.
Snapjaws.
One snapjaw survived, and then we got it.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
We got a delicious star apple.
Yum 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 yum.
Nom, 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 nom.
Bonk. Bonk.
Chrome revolver.
Yeah. Let's go.
Get.
So, if you want to replace your bow, you can.
Yes.
If you.
Fuck you, bow. Chrome revolver is my new best friend.
It is like absolutely better than a wooden bow or a short bow. Obviously, making use of lead slugs rather than wooden arrows, so different ammo to keep track of. You will need to manually reload it. You can hold 6 shots, so press R to reload.
We also have an artifact to examine.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Blasted.
Blasted.
Weird artifact.
Oh.
A flaming staff.
So, you would need to insert a power cell into this in order to make the flaming effect take effect. I wouldn't recommend equipping this just because, like, your axe, your Steel Vine Reaper is probably better. But, yeah, like, modifiers like that can appear on regular weapons. And if you upgrade your tinkering enough, you'll actually be able to apply them to stuff you own.
Cool.
Oh, we hit it with our torch as well.
The man in black fled across the desert and Cade Wolf followed.
Do you have skill points, or did you spend all of them on suppress target?
I think we spent all of them on suppress.
Okay.
Well, we have 4.
Okay, yeah. I was just going to say, next time you level up, you might want to learn the disassemble skill in tinkering. That'll let you, or not disassemble, scavenge. That'll let you dig through trash to find tinkering bits, which will be important later.
Cool.
And these are the stuff you can find in the trash, the like little pieces of scrap. Yep.
Great. Fill our pockets full of trash.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, you learned about
cloth robe.
Sultan relic here.
Inside a colossal oscilloscope, Urad II cemented his friendship with grazing hedonists by marrying Erlirus. To show their appreciation, the grazing hedonists bestowed upon Urad II a wedding gift, they called Wedlockius Hedonisboon.
Good to know.
Plus 60 reputation with the second Eurodian host.
And you will want to actually go pick that up, because it will sell decently if nothing else. Painted and engraved stuff does tend to have better sell values. The other thing is, there is a leather cap right there that you'll want to equip. You do not currently have a hat that provides any manual benefit, and this has some armor value on it.
Okay. There's that cloth robe. Beautiful. You pass by some trash.
And a puddle of dilute salt.
And a puddle of dilute salt.
Blasted.
Blasted. So, they did drop a bronze dagger, which I would just go ahead and grab. Daggers in general, in a weight to value ratio, tend to be pretty good.
I think that's everything.
Got a great WV.
Inspecting.
Do you want to go downward and start swimming? I mean, not really, but probably. We still haven't found whatever we're looking for.
Seems like we need to.
Yep.
Is there any chance that we... is swimming dangerous?
No. It's just slow.
Okay.
These things are hostile, but I assume we just don't go up to them.
Yeah, you can just avoid walking near them. Dreadroot doesn't actually do any damage to you, but if you get near it, it will cause you to freak out and run away for a few turns. There's a cooldown to that ability,
like
but
that.
Yes, it overwhelms you with terror.
Oh, you can't attack it directly.
You could force attack it.
Yeah.
Similar to the young ivory, if you're just want to get rid of it in order to not be randomly scared.
No. There we go. A beetle bum?
Yeah. They are neutral towards you. They're just little guys. It's a good sign you're finding gnawed water vines down here, though. You will probably.
Oh yeah, because that's what we were trying to find out about.
Uh-huh.
Bastard. Find the vermin!
You found it.
Star orchid saliva pools in the cavities where its fangs used to be and drips onto the pallid leg things. It shudders in the capture of some pristine ecstasy lost to space and time, and it lets out a proud and piercing whine. Swarmer. This creature receives +1 to hit in melee and +1 to penetration rolls for each other hostile swarmer beyond the first who is in another square adjacent to its target, currently +8.
That's 0, but yes.
Why did they make the 0 look so much like an 8?
You know.
So it doesn't look like an O.
Seems like it would be less confusing for it to look like an O than for it to look like an 8. You begin bleeding.
Well, the vine is helping.
Yep.
He's got a lot of HP.
Yeah, you can actually see its exact HP value when you look at it.
So it's at the bottom. Well.
So, I would attack that Dreadroot tuber to your right. Or Dreadroot.
Is that control or shift?
Control.
Wow.
Yeah, it just, you know,
Pinky.
had the potential to scare you directly into the jilted lever. So before you walk away, actually, go back up. Go ahead and just shoot that vine. Well, okay.
Oh.
All right. And one of your quest objectives is actually to get a body. Yeah. So get a corpse. Yeah. And you'll need to take that back to Joppa. I wonder what it's shooting at.
Oh.
Shot the other vine.
And the vines should be friends.
Although none of these really.
Good practice.
Yeah.
Wow, 19 damage.
Yeah. So the way damage rolls in this work is you roll penetration values against their armor value. The more you beat their armor value by, the more you penetrate the target, and each penetration, each successful penetration, will give you another damage roll. So managing to do the 5x there is you're rolling damage 5 times because of the penetration value
much
you
we
got.
Penetrated.
Yes.
Nearly leveled up again. Let's shoot some more vines. If we reload when our gun is partly full, it doesn't
waste bullets.
Yeah.
I thought about that, and I was like, well, it's a revolver, so even if they were doing that, you shouldn't lose them on a revolver.
Yeah.
It's not how revolvers work.
Well, no, clearly you have those 6-bullet cartridges that are you fire one of them, you have to take the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Can't.
I mean, there probably has been a revolver with like a weird seal cartridge thing that you load in.
Probably, but not the case here.
What is this? That's a large boulder.
The size of a small boulder.
It's bigger than a small boulder.
Looks like you could swim off the screen, I guess. Or it'll scroll or something.
Yes, you could. Anywhere where there is you're at the edge of the screen, there's at the very least the possibility of transitioning onto the next screen. Yeah, a lot of dungeons like this will be kind of entirely self-contained. So like when you get to the bottom, there will be nowhere else to go. Like there's no screen transition. Like it's fully locked within the current screen without you just digging through the walls. But the fact that this has some natural screen transitions means that likely there is stuff that you could follow off the edge of the screen. Even if it's just into kind of like some generic underground caves. One thing... oh yeah, you should go learn scavenging.
Oh, scavenging? Oh yeah, scavenging.
Yeah, this will let you sort through trash, and then if you learn disassemble later, you'll be able to disassemble the scrap you find into useful tinkering bits.
Great.
Now when you auto-explore, it will automatically dig through the trash in an area. So one thing real quick, go back, well, after you kill this guy, go back east. There's an item in the river that you should pick up. It's to like the southeast of you. It's the rock-looking thing. That is actually that is a copper nugget as opposed to a boulder. That is a trade good.
Wet copper nugget.
That will always be sold and bought for the same value. It's very much worth having those because the price to weight ratio is very good on them.
Hello.
Another Gershling. If you prefer, you can fire in melee. There's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Do you not take a penalty?
No, you do not.
Don't forget to mark target.
Well.
Wow, we're on 1 HP.
No, you're on 10.
Oh. It looks
you can
like
look at the green bar for
a 1 and then a blob.
That's 18. Yeah, we don't have kickback yet, but that was...
Dun, 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 dun. How many bullets have we got left?
Good question. 46.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah, we had a lot of bullets. So.
Yeah, I think we bought like 76.
Yeah.
Wasn't really worried about using them.
Nope, they're there to be used.
Just checking.
Yep, it's reasonable.
Oh no! Exclamation mark.
Yeah, that is the terror happening that's causing you to flee.
Is that no, that's a small boulder.
Terror fled from us.
Yes, like Sierra said earlier, the man in black fled across the desert and Cade will follow.
Huh.
The exclamation mark in yellow fled across the red rock cave, and Cade Wolf followed. Don't forget to mark target.
Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Oops.
Bioscanning bracelet bloops.
Yeah, because you are underground, the solar cell that was in it is draining power since it's not passively regenerating it. So most likely it has just lost the last of its power.
Hello.
Can you mark target?
Oh, how does the suppressing fire work? Does that just automatically happen?
It does it once you've marked a target, I think.
Go into your skills and it should say, but I believe it is a let's see. Yeah, you fire at a marked target. So should just do it automatically. But you can one of the things I was going to say is it might only work with a bow or rifle, because that is a bow and rifle skill, and you're now using
it is bow and rifle skill.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, we were critically hit. No, we critically hit them.
No.
Oh, that's good. And you are rolling really poorly.
Yeah, we are. Oh, we don't know what its HP is.
Yes, you can get a general. You can get a general idea if you look at it.
We've only done like
HP is bad.
15 damage so far.
Press F5 real quick. That'll just do a quick save.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and look at it. Injured. Yeah. And so it is definitely healthier than you are. Something you can do if you want to be safe is hit sprint and then just run away. Like, you'll move faster, you'll be able to
let's run away around the corner. Do we have a little rest?
Well, try. Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Okay, you have some distance, so you can shoot at it now if you want.
Don't forget to mark it. Oh no, it doesn't make. Or it does help to mark it.
Yeah, marking it does help, but it also takes a turn, doesn't it?
I think it uses up some time units, but not a full turn.
Oh.
Oh.
Terrified. Oh.
So, I think
it dealt 11 damage, and then 5 damage.
Oh yeah, no, that hit hard. So if you want to be safe, go ahead and quit to the main menu, and then you can just for sure load the file. I think it is the case if you reload from checkpoint and then hit F9 to quick load, it'll still quick load you to the same location, but I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, this is your save from before.
So let's run further away this time.
Yeah, one of the things is like you can get some distance and then you can just keep running and like your health
shooting back behind us. We go slower in water.
Yes, so
Don't forget you can go diagonally.
I've been going diagonally. You're not seeing me go diagonally?
Seawolf, don't forget that you can go diagonally. Alright. This is probably as good a place as any to just wait and rest. Yeah. So, looks like it has essentially lost targeting on you, so...
Also have regained health over time.
Yay. Oh, yeah. I do not mark target is specifically a bow and rifle skill, in addition to the other things. That I knew the things keyed off it were. I didn't, because the skill is not
so does marking doesn't help for a pistol?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, hi.
You found him. Ah, you cleaved his armor, so now he has 1 less AV value. Which means he will be easier to hit and damage. Hell yeah.
Bloody large boulder.
Now that's a bloody large boulder!
Good.
Yeah, unfortunately, with that particular angle that you were attempting to shoot from, it can be very hard to hit targets that are along the wall. May want to rest up real quick. Well, after you shoot this guy. Just in case you come across another Gershling.
One more little
rest. And don't forget about auto explore. Can just make cleaning up like the last few areas like this a bit easier.
Shoot it with a gun. Shoot it with a gun. Shoot it with a gun. Shoot it with a gun.
Oh, he needs to be able to see the thing before he can shoot it with a gun.
Shoot it with a gun. Shoot it with a gun. Wet Young Ivory is my rap name.
Yeah, that checks out. I've seen pictures of you.
Wow.
People do keep mistaking me for an undergraduate.
I believe it. Okay, so there is a specific thing you can get if you go south from here a few screens, but you may just want to, yeah, like, you know, roughly a parasang, so probably 3-ish screens. But it does mean you would have to explore a decent amount of area with potentially.
Uh-oh.
Just so we could see him from so far away.
Do you want to save? We can see her from so far away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You fucking sexist.
More women cannibals.
Higher, more women cannibals.
What, you want women to go hungry? What were you saying, Mary?
I was just gonna say, I think it would, if you wanted to hold off on this, I think it's perfectly reasonable to just go back to Joppa and turn in the quests you did, etc., and sell the stuff you picked up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. And then we could probably wrap it up.
S for up.
S for there's a Snapjaw nearby.
Yeah, I just spotted.
Where did they
S
come
for
from?
Snapjaw.
They followed you across the screen boundary.
Why?
Because
To
they
get us.
spotted you and they're hostile.
Wet, steel, war, hammer.
Leather, cat.
Is
Wet,
that
leather,
worth
cat.
looking up?
Yeah, sure. You have plenty
Get.
of space left and you're heading back to town, so you might as well. Nearest stairway, up.
Sup.
Nearest stairway, up.
Sup. Do 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 do.
Ooh, Snapjaw Warlord.
Uh-oh.
Blast him. Blast him. Reload. Never mind on the blasting.
Wow, I'm glad that they missed us.
Counterweighted iron mace.
Yeah. Makes it easier to hit.
Oh no, we're
We are
dazed. Oh. Well, the bloody Snapjaw Warlord died, didn't he? Get.
Is the bat now bloody? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bloody bat.
So, actually, before you go up, hit the auto explore button. Now that you have scavenge, it will run around all of these trash piles and it will search for trash in them. So.
Yum, 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 delicious trash.
And also go to the area you never explored before.
How did we miss this?
I don't think we auto-explored this level.
Yeah. What's this guy?
I think we just went down.
Brute.
Get him. Gotta reload though. Haha. Yikes.
I keep shooting. Steel utility knife.
Oh yeah, you should take that.
Get.
Hers.
Cool. Oh no! Hungry!
I'm hungry. Oh.
Hungry!
Gonna move away from that. Oh, it's just following.
Yep.
Right. I need to sprint.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just shoot it with a gun. Oh no!
Oh,
yeah.
fuck us!
Yeah. You. This is the reason why you generally don't want to explore or like run away into unexplored areas.
Well, didn't realize where I was going.
Yeah.
I think shoot the centipede and then
run away from the kobolds.
I don't think we're gonna last that long.
I think you have to kill the jilted lover because it's gonna grab you.
Okay.
Alright, shoot the jilted lover.
Don't forget we've got a healing potion.
Yes, that is true. And you may want to use the healing potion.
Jesus, we didn't even kill it in one shot.
So,
grenades.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could, well, you will just hit yourself with the grenade too, but
yeah,
you could detonate that defoliant grenade if you want it to try and just kill the jilted lover.
I see what the... doesn't show like what they do. How do I see what they do?
You just kind of tell by their name.
It doesn't
Like
give me a description of the...
I mean,
like...
it does. It says it's etched with pictorials of withering plants.
Well, yeah, but like I know what the damage is of this thing. Like...
The thing is, it's going to release a bunch of defoliant gas, so it's not going to do like damage one time upon throwing.
Oh, I want to know what the other shit does, because we're surrounded by a bunch of guys.
Well, poison gas grenades will poison them. Sleep gas grenades will put them to sleep. The thing is, it will do the same things to you.
Yeah. Does it work on the centipede?
Yeah.
How long do we go to sleep for?
I don't know. Depends. Depends on your saves.
Will the plant go to
What
sleep?
determines the saves?
I want to say your toughness score.
Well, ours isn't. It's okay.
Fairly tough.
It's not great.
Do you have your gas mask on?
Yeah.
Then you're probably fine. Go ahead and just
Oh.
blow it up.
Do you want to do... Yeah, let's do sleep gas. Perfect.
Detonate.
Yeah.
You will still need to kill the jilted lover because it doesn't have a respiratory system.
Okay.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay.
So,
Kill the centipede?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can't sprint yet.
No. I've just punched that guy following you. Like, the snapjaws are not scary. Like, honestly, you would be fine to kill the rest at this point. But, yeah, getting somewhere that you can just drop a campfire and cook some food would...
Yeah, we
definitely...
are.
Oh yeah, because we're
famished.
hungry.
Yeah, and that reduces your quickness, which is... It's not by much, it's only 10
Oh,
for
I thought
now,
maybe
but...
there's one in here. I guess it's on the other side.
So if you
Let's just make a campfire.
Make camp, it will actually tell you if one is nearby and let you go directly to it.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seawolf already made one.
Make
Apple nuts.
apple mutts.
Yum, yum, yum. And yeah, then you can go back to auto-exploring if you want. Trash, trash, trash.
Trash, 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 trash. Trash, trash, trash. Dead. Dead.
Meat lead.
Wow.
A weird.
Poor Snapjaws.
Okay. Obviously, yeah, you want the weird artifact. I would actually equip that leather armor.
Get rid of that bloody wet cloth robe.
Yeah, and take the water skin. Too.
Oh yeah, water skin. Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes.
Okay.
All right. Now you can go back up the stairs. I'm pretty sure there was a decent amount of trash on the second level too. If you wanted to hit the auto explore button up there, it will go and gather all of that.
Trash.
Well, I'm glad we navigated that situation.
Yeah.
Good job.
Great job.
I'll have to just detonate a grenade on myself that I have a mask for.
Knowing when and where you can use your consumables is very important. Finally, Seawolf killed the plant.
Okay.
Yep. And now back to the world map and down to Joppa. I think you might be able to talk to Mehmet about the... Yeah.
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 Who are you?
He's the
Stand still, I'm trying to talk to you.
The Mechanimus convert that gave you the Gyre Iron to take to the 6-day still.
Itakatsu.
Like as rust the pauldrons right off the shoulders. The Gershling. Creature of plague, friend. This one.
Should have brought it back.
This one covered in slick and muscled out the bilge hose of sleeping Agol got in the cave under the cloaca. But here, Gershling this far west, there must be hundreds for one to reach. Does the Gaia widen again?
Oh, the widening gyres, always widening.
Gaia? Plagues. Of our great grandsires many times over. Salt, darkness, Svardim, frog, Gershling. Friend, do not like to sour the air with a harsh word, but this tiding bites my liver like acid. Must ask Nima for an elixir of yuck wheat. Oh, a Gaia White must be. They bind the teeth right up to their own gums to make a show for the Gersh Nephilim.
Oh yeah, the Gersh Nephilim.
Nephilim. Seventh plague. Gersh titans born on the moonstare and crookened to life to eat our young. Sultan Reshef drove them back a chiliad ago, away to slumber. Do they rouse? No, friend. Your finding is rich in value to us. We are poor farmers, and sharpen our vine reapers is all we can do. But others, perhaps more. Take these prickly boons as thanks. I will not soon forget this, Cade Wolf. Leave me now to muse kindly.
Go away. You receive an Nostrum injector.
A weird artifact, a salve injector, a salve injector, and a salve injector.
Wow.
3 salve injectors. I'm seeing treble. Wow, we gained a level. What's eating the world to find? So much reputation. Ilmanastrum. Hello, it is me, Ilmanastrum.
Yeah, so what do pistols have if they don't have? I guess you get that, which is
Ilmanastrum.
The equivalent of steady hands, but for pistols.
Yeah, I guess you get a Kimbo.
Yeah, the general difference in the way the skill trees work for pistols versus bows and rifles. Bows and rifles make use of the marking system and will inflict a lot of status effects or give you a lot of bonuses when you shoot a marked target. And pistols have a lot of effects that essentially revolve around action economy. The ability to fire both pistols in one turn, decreasing the amount of time units it costs to fire your pistols. It's got some. Yeah.
We're not gonna be able to get kickback for a while.
Yeah. If
it's a lot of strength.
If you drop a point 17. In your strength, you could get it by level 12, but...
Yes. Well, yes, yeah. I meant... We are at level 6. It is 6 levels away.
Yeah. No. The levels go pretty quickly early on.
Yeah.
So
lovely.
Not as far as you might think. If you want, you could learn disassemble so that you can get rid of the scrap in your inventory. Turn it into something useful.
Sure.
We can get disassemble
turrets. What does missile weapons here mean?
Literally,
it's a weapon that's a missile.
Thing under the missile weapon category.
I reckon we should get disassemble
category.
Go to your equipment screen.
These, okay, yeah. That as opposed to the skill categories.
Yes. I meant under the inventory type missile weapons. If you scroll down.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we've got.
Well, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, that's what I assumed it meant.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, I could buy that it meant a fucking rocket.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, this is not particularly useful for us because we don't have any way to get more grenades. I assume maybe we might be able to craft them eventually. I don't know.
Yeah, you can learn them with the tinkering.
But
skill.
Turning all our grenades into to lambs, that'd be cool.
I think we should get disassemble and then get like one or two of the little cheaper ones.
Disassemble's good. You mean like this stuff?
Yeah, like wilderness law or butchery.
Oh, butchery, right. Parts from animal corpses. Mm-hmm.
That seems pretty good.
Okay. Great. Cool. Okay. Oh, excuse me.
And I don't think we found wire.
No.
Can we, before we finish, can we disassemble some of our trash that we picked up? Because I want to see how that
Sure.
works.
I think we have stuff to examine too. Yeah, we do.
Yes.
An electrified pestle.
Oh, wow. Can sell that trash.
Yeah.
This weapon deals
we've got some
2 to 3 electrical damage on hit.
Yeah, so we've got some stuff to stow as well.
Fix-It spray foam!
If you break something, you can spray it with your Fix-It spray foam.
Wow, that's great. I want some of that.
Applicators. Good. Great.
Yeah, you can drop the Gershon corpse now. Like.
Oh, right.
Yeah, don't need it.
Where the fuck's the corpse?
It's under corpses, so it'll be near the top.
It's under. Right, of course. The corpses section of my inventory. Why didn't I think of that?
It's right in the name.
Where else would it be?
Okay, yeah, you wanted to try to disassemble something. So where's our...
Yeah.
What can we disassemble?
Scrap.
Under
scrap?
The thing you were highlighting.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not...
Perfect.
That's just compulsively moving.
I getcha. Yeah.
Disassemble.
We received tinkering bits. 1.
Great. Is there any reason not to just disassemble all of our...
No, you would want to just disassemble all of your scrap.
Okay.
Where did it go?
Under the scrap section.
For scrap.
No. Where'd the tinkering bit go?
Oh, it is not an inventory item. If you go to your tinkering tab up at the top, it'll show you the number of bits of the whatever 12 different types there are.
Okay, so these don't take up.
No way, no inventory slots.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, we don't have any schematics.
You received tinkering bits.
This is a fucking DNA strand. Oh, the all is okay.
Yeah. All of that type of item.
No, that doesn't work. Okay.
Pretend that I thought of a joke about bra size.
Okay. AI microcontrollers. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
Cool. Alright.
You can set to auto disassemble scrap and also mark particular things as scrap.
Yes, I highly recommend doing that.
Art scrap.
Yes, you can.
I would probably just pretend that it was a bad joke about bra size, to be honest. That seems more realistic.
Okay. Cool.
Great.
Let's save.
Yeah.
So
Love that.
normally save, we need to be in town. What do we
It
normally
will
save?
it will automatically checkpoint when you enter or leave town, but if you just hit escape, there will be an option for save and quit.
Okay. Oh, oh.
You can manually set a checkpoint at the top, but not super important.
She'll take care of it. Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot about the Caves of Good. God, this fucking
so much more.
The like cover art is so good in terms of the like, you know, the style that it's evoking from a particular era.
It's rad.
It's very good.
It's very on point. Oh, okay. Well, thank you everyone.
Same next week.
Are we?
I don't know. That's what I was asking.
Well, that's mostly on you, I think. Question for you.
I'm free next week.
Wow.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll probably be back next week. Wild.
Great.
Thank you, Sarah. Oh, hi, Coyote. How many caves were there? One, I think.
Oh, I was counting each level as a separate cave.
Well, those are all the same cave.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, it was a big cave. Sorry. Well, yes, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be back next week, I guess. Hopefully. And we'll continue exploring more caves, and probably some hallways.
Maybe learning something about Cud.
Fields.
Yeah, yeah, some salt.
Oh yeah, some salt marshes.
Flats, something, yeah.
Salt dunes.
Salt dunes.
It's probably a good objective to make your way to the 6-day stilt next. It's a good place to be.
All right. Well, you can follow the channel for notifications for when the next stream is. Otherwise, hope everyone has a good day.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right.